Hey, Trixie, there's something going on in the vault. Let's go check it out.
I have a question. What happened to chivalry? What happened to people being nice to other people?
Why is chivalry not a priority for people in this generation?
If you are over 30, what are we doing about dating?
Where the f*** is the chivalry? There is no more chivalry.
You unlock this door with the key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension. A dimension of sound. A dimension of sight.
You know why some women don't get what they want? Because
some people were like, why would you want a man to pay? Because why do you want freebies and whatever?
If a man approaches me and tries to talk to me at a gas station, but you don't offer to pump.
I want to know, have men decided that they're not going to hold the door open for women anymore?
Social media done killed the f*** out of chivalry. A lot of y'all don't know how to love properly no more.
So I'm fully convinced that chivalry is in fact dead. You can't convince me.
Then you need to start taking initiative.
So yes, most women, especially feminists, are killing chivalry.
I think some women would be delighted to know that chivalry isn't exactly dead. It was just quelled like a rebellion. It's still around, it's just, few and far between, if you know what I mean. I really do have to wonder, though, why is chivalry important to women when they get older? Why is it not important when they're in their 20s?
If a man needs a woman to go 50-50 on bills and expenses, does he really see her value beyond her financial contribution? Because at the end of the day, 50-50 is a roommate, not a love match. 50-50 is, well, what do you bring to the table? 50-50 is nothing special, easily replaceable by another woman who can match that financial contribution. 50-50 is doing you a favor by being with you. 50-50 means there's no evolutionary drive to, as a healthy, secure male, provide for and protect his lady in some sort of way.
I think I can smell shite. Yes, I can definitely smell shite.
50-50 means that he doesn't understand that a woman's greatest power is being a creator and nurturer. Women are givers of light. We expound whatever you give us. You give us 10 and we'll make you 50. You give us a bag of food and we'll cook you a meal. You give us a seed and we'll make you a baby. You give us a house and we'll make you a home. You give us a heavy heart and we will heal it. You give us a soul and we will protect it. So what is that worth?
Lies! Deceptions! Every day, more lies.
I don't know about that, sweetheart. Help me out here. If you can't pay 50-50 during the relationship, then why should women get 50-50 during the divorce? And another thing, if both spouses are working, I don't see a problem with each spouse helping out with the bills. It's not like they don't still care for each other or look at each other like they're a piggy bank or something. I don't know what's going on in her head, but when I hear 50-50, I hear mutual respect. And notice too how she was very specific about what she wants men to do. But when it comes to what women do, how much more vague could you possibly get? Except for the bearing children part, and I think she's a little bit past her prime. One more thing, Dollface. If a woman depends on a man to pay all her bills, then how could he know she's not just a gold digger looking to suck him dry of all of his cash and move on to the next guy?
There's this one famous little TikTok thing where this woman is asking a young man to give up his seat, and he looks at her and he goes, "Are you pregnant or disabled?" "No." "Then stand." This is what you wanted 5 years ago. men would have been flooding that screen going, you're a douche, dude. Get up and give your seat to a lady. Now it's like, I guess this is what you wanted.
Chivalry is dead.
No, okay, this is important. It's not that chivalry is dead. Men have simply said the women who do not want chivalry will not be afforded any chivalry, because it is the only way that those women will realize, oh crap, we really liked chivalry. Because sometimes people don't correct until they realize that what they thought they wanted is not what they actually wanted.
Bureaucrat Conrad, you are technically correct. The best kind of correct.
My position is always kindness, allowing people their self-respect and common courtesy. Unless people want to behave like maniacs, then of course I change my mind, but my default position is kindness, etc. However, I don't see anything wrong with an able-bodied woman standing on the train or the bus. A woman can do anything a man can do, right? That's equality. And having said that, the jester would probably still give up his seat on the bus or the train because I still believe in chivalry, or at least our modern version of it. I mean, it's a good, decent code of ethics to live by. I do it for myself, see? It's to keep the jester from going loony in this upside-down world. But I suspect it's too late. Anyways...
I want to know, have men decided that they're not going to hold the door open for women anymore? Because I can't tell you how many times I have gone into a store, the man was going in front of me, he saw me coming behind him, and he opens up the door, but didn't open it up for me and the door hit me. Or he was coming out of the door and didn't hold it open for me to go through it, and the door hit me.
I ain't got a good brain.
I think you've got a fine brain. And this has happened multiple times, so I just want to know, have men decided that they are just not going to hold the door open for women anymore?
And all the whores and politicians will look up and shout, "Save us." And I'll whisper, "No."
Okay, for years, feminism has been drumming it into our heads that women don't need us. They don't want us. Some of y'all don't even like us. You can do it yourself, and male help is somehow part of the patriarchy, and the patriarchy is evil. So after years of having that shit shoved down our throats, well, we gave you ladies what you wanted. So, you go, queen. You're strong, you're independent, you're a 10. You can do anything you put your mind to. Open up those doors. Don't worry about it. You don't need a man. With the privilege of independence comes the responsibility of self-reliance. So what is it? Independence is great, but not so much the self-reliance, huh?
Chivalry is dead. I just carried this in one hand, yeah? This in another, like this, like a mule. From, what's the distance? From there, myself. How many men did I pass on the way to the car? 4. Now step it up here, yeah?
Hell no, to the no, no, no. Yeah, to the no, hell to the no, to the no, no, no. Listen.
Kindness, definitely. Common courtesy, most certainly. But something like that going above and beyond, I don't think so. Not anymore. Nobody wants to get allegations. Nobody wants to deal with the cops or getting plastered all over the internet, being called a creep for absolutely no reason.
I just bought a bottle, and the lady checking me out looked at my ID and was like, "Oh, happy birthday," because my birthday just passed. And 3 men behind me in line said, "Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday." How come none of y'all bought my due set?
Probably because they don't know you, you space cadet. And maybe they don't want to know you like that.
So I was just picking up lunch for me and my family, and I had my daughter in her car seat, and then I grabbed the bag of food and I was exiting the restaurant. And as I was leaving, this group of men came to the door to enter the restaurant. So I was like, great, maybe they will hold the door for me so I can leave because my hands are kind of full. And I was quickly disappointed when they just kept walking and went to the line and let the door shut by me, and I had to redo it. I was just like, all right, a little bit disappointed, just thinking to myself, that's kind of sad, I guess. I recognize I'm a female, I recognize I'm powerful, and I can do things on my own, and all the things. But there's something to be said about feeling taken care of, having a gentleman step in and help you. Wish there was more gentlemen out there. I feel like it's just dying out. And I had to take it to TikTok because TikTok is for the girls. And I was a little bit disappointed. So if you are a male and you're seeing this, take it as your sign to just be a little bit more cautious of your females. You don't have to be overbearing and help them with everything, but just hold the door.
Hold the door! Hold the door! Hold the door! Hold the door!
Hold the door! Hold the door! Hold the door! Hold the door! Hold the door! Hold the door! Hold the door! Hold the door! Hold the door! Hold the door! Hold the door! Hold the door! Hold the door! Hold the door! Hold the door! Hold the door! Hold the door! Hold the door! Hold the door! Hold the door! Hold the door! Hold the door!
Jiminy Christmas! You'll never get the jester to believe a woman can't get the door for herself in 2025. No way! We got super queens here in the West.
Well, I don't know if I'm going to be able to leave the house anymore. I just held the door open for 3 men. Men.
I know! Weird how that equality stuff makes it so women have to be chivalrous too. Oh, perish the thought!
I look crazy. But why I just finished in the gym, right? And I'm walking out and I saw this guy in the gym. I was like, oh, he's a short king. Like, that's cool. He is walking in as I'm walking out. I guess he went to his car. And he flings open the door. Right. Stay with me. He saw me walking out and did not even attempt to catch the door. Feel me? And hold it. So you are no longer a short king. You were just short.
Not to mention that we don't have a loneliness epidemic. We have a loser epidemic.
We also have a single ma and no wife and birds that are for the streets epidemic. No one fucking mentions that. You know what I'm saying? The world's going downhill there. Stay woke in these streets. Big Britain.
Jiminy Christmas! If that isn't the look of the Irish, I don't know what is, laddie.
To the cute guy at the HEB that I'm convinced was stalking me, but because he was interested in me, I thought we had something, and then you didn't pull up your car next to mine. You just zoomed off, and I wasn't done daydreaming about us.
Did you eat a lot of paint chips when you were a kid? Why?
If a man approaches me and tries to talk to me at a gas station, but you don't offer to pump my gas, I'm not saying pay for my gas. Like, I'll pay for my gas. But if you don't, come up to me and say, hey, let me, pump that, let me take care of, let me do that for you, I'm not entertaining you. You've already shown me how the rest of my life with you is gonna look. What the fuck? And I'm not here for it. I'm not doing it. And obviously, nobody's obligated to do this. I'm gonna have to pump my gas regardless. I'll have to do it. And maybe it's also just because I'm a Southern woman and like these are the things I grew up seeing. Like I'm like a Southern woman, like born and raised in Louisiana. But like I'm not entertaining that. You've already shown me how the rest of my life with you will look.
You sure about that? You sure about that?
And I just feel like it's such a small indicator. I feel the same way even about like opening doors. Like if I'm by you and you let me open the door for myself and then you later try to talk to me, I'm not doing it. Like I'm not entertaining that.
Sweetheart, does your potential mate have special mind-reading powers or something? How is anybody supposed to know what your standards are? Unless you got it tattooed on your forehead, nobody knows where you're from or what you expect from them. You lunatic!
When did chivalry die? Like specifically, because I was at the bar at the Eurostar Lounge in London the other day, and they were all older men sitting around the bar, flirting with the bartender, staring at girls, whatever. It is what it is. This bartender, who they've all been flirting with, drops her little measuring thing over the bar, so it means that she had to walk over. Tell me why nobody offered to pick it up. Like, I was the first to go and get it, and all these men were just quiet, staring. That was the first instance. And I get off the train at Brussels, and this woman is like, this young girl is like struggling with a suitcase. Clearly her suitcase is broken. Hundreds and hundreds of people are going by her. I'm the only one to offer. Like, why? When did it die? Like, because you're all of age. You're all of that kind of age where chivalry was supposed to be around in you. When did it die?
I don't know. I thought you feminists were all into that equality shit. Either we should pedestalize women, or men and women are equal. You can't have it both ways.
Guys not making a move anymore is so frustrating, because the amount of times that I've heard so-and-so has liked you before, like at this time. I didn't know if you felt the same way, so he never said anything to you. I've been getting that a lot recently.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap. No bullshit, bro.
And I can't stop thinking, what if, bro? So guys, can you make a move again?
How about new?
Can we stop being afraid and just make a gesture? I'm never gonna make a move.
Oh, sweetheart, it's not fear, it's prudence. See, most of us know that many men are not attractive at all for you women. So, there's no point in even trying. If you want a man in your life, you're gonna have to go approach him yourself.
Oh, trust me, I do. And I have an unpopular opinion for you. Men and women weren't meant to be equal in all things.
Weird.
For instance, men are protectors and providers. That has been their primal instinct from the beginning of time. That's not in women's nature. Women's nature is to care for and nurture a family. We have to stop trying to change the roles of men and women and their God-given strengths and abilities and instincts. That's not progressive, it's counterproductive.
Can we just bring back the concept of chivalry, please? Because I shouldn't be shocked if a male holds the door for me. That should be standard procedure. Why is it not standard procedure? Why is it rare? Why is it whenever I take public transport, there are men, guys around my age or even grown-ass men, pushing
all standing in front of me to get on the bus or the train first? What happened to ladies first? And the thing that appalls me the most, amount of times I've been on, it can either be a train or a bus, mostly buses. Guys will literally sit on a chair whilst they can see that there is a pregnant, heavily pregnant woman, yeah, standing with nowhere to sit whilst they're comfortably sitting their ass down. That is just disgusting. Like, why can't you give up your seat for the women? Even me, I don't really sit down on buses that much, I'm not gonna lie. Like, a lot of the time I just stand up because I don't know if I have OCD, but the seats are a bit I need to get some drive.
Oh, shut up.
These dames are something else. When it comes to things like seats on a bus or a train, when this equals this, it's every person for himself. There is no special treatment for anyone. Starting to sound like, to me, women like the privileges of independence, but they don't like the responsibilities.
Chivalry just needs to be a thing again, please. Us girls shouldn't be surprised if a man does something decent, like hold the door or offer to do something. Like, it should just be standard procedure. You should be able to offer up your chair to an elderly person or a pregnant woman, or to just let a girl go first, especially if they were waiting there before you. Why are you pushing past them? Like, guys, please. Like, I know some guys are probably gonna come and say, oh, but women aren't doing this, women aren't doing that, okay? But I'm talking about this. I'm talking about chivalry needing to come back, okay?
Well, hang on there, toots. What's the corresponding female behavior for male chivalry? What's the female procedure? See, the way this works, no female procedure, no male procedure. You see?
Hey, I just wanted to let you know I had such a good time with you.
Yeah, me too. Sure.
But like, there's one thing that's bugging me.
Yeah?
Like, why did you make me pay like 50%? Like, is there anything? Like, I just want to know the reason behind it.
It's 2025 and we go 50-50. Like, just because I'm the guy, I shouldn't have to pay the first date, everything, you know? Like.
But like, you're the one who asked me for the date, no?
And you're the one who said yes to it, so you
yeah,
could have
but
denied it.
you were initiating. You were the initiator, so don't you think that out of courtesy that should be on you this time?
Yeah, and like I think we could either go one by one, but we could also start off with 50-50, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
So have you done this before to other girls, that you would go 50-50?
No, actually, there have been girls who took me out and paid the full bill. Like, you know, they don't let me pay, so.
Jiminy Christmas! Women demanded it!
What do you need? What do you need? What do you need?
And then they really seem to struggle with that word, equality.
This is just what I find for myself and for a lot of girls or women that I'm around. I like, and I even told this to this guy that I have been on a few dates with recently, I like to be courted in the beginning. You don't have to do anything super crazy expensive, but I like someone to show effort, you know? I think that if you want to take me out, you can pick the place, pick the time, make the reservation. Like, it really doesn't take that much effort. And if someone likes you, they will put in the effort. They're not even going to think twice about it.
You want to feel like a lady.
Yeah, I do. I want you to open the door for me too.
Yeah,
I want you to be
course.
chivalrous.
And what do the ladies have to do? What do they have to do in order to receive the type of chivalry that they say they want? I hear a whole lot of gimme, 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 but I don't hear any. This is what I'm going to do in order to earn what I want.
The reason why women are no longer behaving traditionally is because men are no longer behaving traditionally. Y'all aren't behaving traditionally either. Traditionally, I'm not saying I agree with it, traditionally men were the ones who provided. And that gave women more time, if they didn't have kids and do all that unpaid labor, to be feminine and to be pretty and to not be stressed out. But since y'all want us to work, we're gonna be these girl bosses that you so despise. How is it not clicking?
Women have been fighting for close to 100 years to have parity with their male counterparts in society. And now that they have it, it doesn't seem that they like it very much, do they? A couple of other things I don't understand. Why you calling taking care of your home, your husband and your children unpaid labor? And ladies, why can't you be a girl boss at work and then come home and be a sweet angel to your husband and your children? What's going on with this black and white fallacy? What happened to all the queens that could do it all better than a man?
I think it's so funny when men try to threaten women with that whole, well, what if you don't get picked? If you refuse to settle, you're gonna end up alone with cats. As if that's some scary situation. As if that doesn't sound wonderful. Because let me tell you what I'm gonna do if I never find a partner and I end up alone. I'm gonna sleep in a big bed by myself, with maybe a dog. I'm gonna watch whatever I want on TV. I'm gonna participate in all my favorite hobbies. I'm only gonna have to cook and clean and do laundry for myself. I'm gonna spend time with my family. I'm gonna go to karaoke night with my friends. My life's gonna be just fine. I don't need to settle to have a fulfilled life. My life is going to be very full, on my own. And would it be nice to have a partner to share the good things in life with? Yes, absolutely. But if I don't find that, I'm gonna be just fine.
This is fine. I'm okay with the events that are unfolding currently.
Sweetheart, you don't look fine, and you don't sound fine either.
I need some answers here. I saw a TikTok this morning of a woman riding a train. She was standing up, and she kind of, went around and showed everybody that was sitting, and it was all men. And it said something like, chivalry is dead. And all the comments were like, well, that's what you get when you fight for equal rights. And so I'm curious what everybody kind of thinks about that. I looked up the exact definition of what chivalry is, and it's a courteous behavior, especially that of a man towards a woman. Now, I'm not getting into what you consider a man or a woman, but that is, what the definition is. Being courteous to a woman. But women's fight for equal rights meant more like to the ability to vote, the ability to own land, the ability to go to school, and the controversial equal pay. So for me, there's a difference between chivalry and women's rights. Give me your thoughts. I mean, isn't there a clear definition between the two?
Well, allow the jester to give you a rundown. Ladies are respectful towards men in general. Ladies appreciate their gentlemen. Ladies are quiet and demure. Ladies often remain chaste until their wedding day. Ladies are soft-spoken but well-spoken. A lady will dress a certain way. They have certain reserved and mysterious mannerisms, etc., etc. In contrast, we got girl bosses and the sexual revolution. And so it is. When the ladies return, so shall chivalry.
Yes, women want to be able to own land and go to school and get a job, but does that mean chivalry's dead? For me, I like chivalry. My husband is awesome. He holds the door for me, he buys me flowers, he's very courteous, he pushes in my chair, little things like that. And that still matters to women nowadays.
Yes. In a very woman-centered world.
Well, of course. And then a lot of things still matter to men too. I listed some of them. So, you can either reciprocate or vacate.
So, give me your thoughts. And where do you think this, gray line of chivalry and women's equal rights kind of combined? I'm curious. Let's not do any hate comments, but I want to see what everybody thinks.
Hey girl, what's your shirt say?
It says feminism is
Cancer. That's what it says. Feminism is cancer.
You will never convince me otherwise. Not having to pay for your own Uber is the best luxury I've ever asked for. Like, truly, deeply, I love not paying for my own Uber. It's like when someone offers to pay for your Uber, like, that just warms my heart and like makes me feel so good. Like, I pay for so many Ubers, so when you don't have to pay for your own Uber, like especially when you live in New York City. Also, it's so funny that you would think I'd be talking about like a date or a guy. No, it was my boss and my team that offered to buy me an Uber home, where I was like, oh my god, like, stop, why don't men do this? Why don't more men put you in an Uber to go home? Like, men that you're talking to, men that you're speaking to, your boyfriend, your fiance, your husband, whatever the case may be, men who put you in an Uber and men that pay for Ubers home to make sure that where you're going is safe and that you're gonna get home safe are...
I'm out of it. For a little while, everybody gets delusions of grandeur.
I saw this post that said, propaganda I'm not falling for. Joining a run club to find a man. 'Cause period. I'm not finna do it. Guess why? 'Cause I don't like running. Why would I, Ashley, join something that I do not enjoy to find a man? That don't make sense to me. Now, if you love running, go ahead and join the run club because that's similar interests. You guys can meet each other. Cool. I'm not going to Hills for Atlanta either. Love what they're doing. Wonderful. I'm just not going to do it. I don't enjoy running up and down the hill. I don't want to do that. Now, if we can have a walk club going, if we can have a, restaurant club, if we can have a food tasting club. I like to eat. I like to do that. I like movies. Can we have a movie club? Those are the kind of clubs I'm looking for. Yes. Okay. I just don't. It is a good concept, again, if those are your interests, because you want to meet someone with similar interests. But a lot of you are forcing yourselves to these run clubs and you hate running, and then you fall for a guy who loves running, and now you have to fake like you like running. You don't even like running. You don't like working out like that. You only do it because you have to stay good, like stay maintained, but that's not what you want. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it.
Loser! Get to the gym! We hate your body!
What you did was not nice! It's not nice to do that!
Does someone want to tell me why I just had a man step in front of me so I could open the door for him and then he couldn't even tell me thank you?
Alright, listen. Don't any of you do that again. I will shut that shit down, no exception.
Come on, guys, let's not do this. Kindness, common courtesy, let's make that our default position. That way, we can all just get on with it in a better world.
Chivalry is truly dead on these London roads, because why are men constantly trying to like overtake me, cut me off? Like, I'm just a girl, like just let me in. Like, you see me trying to come in, why don't you just be a man and let me in? But second of all, why are you moving in that way when you're driving like a BMW, Mercedes? Have you seen the scratches on my Nissan? Do you think I care? Do you know how bad I am on these? Like, anything, you should be scared of me. I will get in there, so you...
I will do what damage I can.
You know what, Red? You are quite the woman.
When did y'all decide that, like, we don't go on dates anymore? Like, who said...
Shit, I'm gonna fucking need some help with this. Because fucking New Age feminism killed chivalry. God forbid if we fucking help you out in any fucking way possible. Opening the door for y'all, picking you up for the date, paying for the date. I remember when being a quote-unquote simp was actually a fucking good thing. And now men get made fun of for actually trying to be a fucking gentleman and trying to treat their fucking women right. See, this is the thing where you can have one or the other. Either your man treats you right and is a gentleman and does all the cutesy little shit that you guys keep complaining that you don't get no more, or you can be a strong, confident, independent woman. Now, there is a way that you can do both, but stop bitching about the guys that actually want to do those chivalrous things for you.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Sure, but I think women have this one in the bag. If they bring back ladylike behavior, chivalry will soon follow.
Yeah, I get the frustration. A lot of men still want to be good guys, still want to show up with chivalry, kindness, and respect. But the truth is, pedestalizing women in this modern era is a mistake. It's not rewarded at all. In fact, in today's dating culture, the more you try to be the nice guy, the gentleman, the one who goes above and beyond, the more likely you are to be ignored, used, or taken for granted. Modern women have been fed a steady diet of "I'm the prize" rhetoric. And many have internalized that to the point where they see men as disposable unless they're offering luxury, lifestyle, or attention.
You are correct, sir. Yes!
And that's what I got for you today, folks. Despite all my jesting, be well on your journey.